they've got the tires set right where they should be, which helps out quite a bit. Sometimes some dealers will put too much pressure on the tires, but anyways. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a 2020 Ford F-150 RMT Off-Road. First and foremost, though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ken Gar Ford here in American Fork for giving me some time with this RMT F-150. Check out the inventory in the description down below. They have a few of these RMTs that are available for sale right now. They also have some of the Black Widow trucks as well. So if you're interested, reach out to them. Let's get into the video. So under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 400 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque, and it also looks beautiful. Now let's go over this RMT. We're going to focus on the RMT specific stuff, and then we'll go over some F-150 stuff as well in today's video, but let's just get right into it. So we have the standard F-150 hood here with the RMT package. Nothing's been changed from that perspective. And then this is built off an XLT, so it actually has the front LED lights. You've got the LED accent lights with the headlights, and then that accenting continues into the fog light region. And they build this off of sport package, so it actually has like the grille where it's darker in coloration. There's minimal chrome. You've got the chrome for the Ford logo, but that's pretty much it. And then you guys can see you've got the tow hooks here at the bottom, and then we have our little air dam right there, which is definitely perfect for off-roading. It's not the lowest point, by the way. If you guys are wondering, there's stuff that's definitely lower than that. So that is not impeding at all with the truck from an off-road perspective. And overall, especially with the stance you get from the tires and everything we'll get into in a second, the truck looks fantastic from a front end perspective, really aggressive, and yeah, definitely has a ton of presence. Anyways, coming here to the side, we've got 35s. Those 35s are wrapped around 20-inch wheels, and you guys can see here with the design on the wheels how they have the bolts, so it kind of looks like a bead lock. Really cool design, really aggressive. And then we have the red brake calipers that are also part of the package, and you guys can see here with the tires are really aggressive. Normally I'm not a fan of 20-inch wheels. I'm usually more of a fan of like 17s or 18s, right? But I think these look really good with how they've styled them and how it's all blacked out. We have a 6-inch lift. It's also part of the package. You guys can see that whole setup. Everything's already been done, speedo recalibration, all that kind of stuff. It's fully compliant, so you don't have to worry about anything from that perspective. And it also has a warranty, which we'll get into in a little bit later. These massive, oversized fender flares that are body painted, they look fantastic. You can see here, just that kind of view. Yeah, great. You have your regular F-150 XLT badge. You got the RMT badge with the off-road sticker down below. We do have the off-road side steps as well that double as rock rails. And here is your full side view of the truck. As you guys can see, again, the stance on this is just fantastic. And if you guys are wondering in terms of like size with this package, now this truck right here is actually a Black Widow, but it's the same size as this. And you guys can see there's a Raptor right next to it. So you guys can see the Raptor, right? And then you can see the Black Widow, which again is the same size as the RMT package. And so it's actually taller than a Raptor, so it's got a bit more presence. Just to give you guys an idea here with the RMT in terms of the size and everything. And then popping here to the back, they don't change, they obviously add the 2.0 Fox shocks, but they keep the leaf springs is the point that I was trying to make here in the rear. And the Fox shocks help out substantially with ride quality, and then obviously with damping and everything if you do take this off-road. Performance exhaust, that's only available on the V8 models. And then this is built off of an FX4, which you guys will see why in a moment. We have another RMT logo here on the back. And then you guys can see here with the rear end of the truck with that whole setup. And then popping here into the bed itself, you guys can see you've got the normal tailgate measuring stuff that comes with the new F-150. You got the bed step as well. LED lights here with the full outlet on top of that, which is definitely a nice little thing. And then lifting this up, a little bit on the heavier side, but it's easy enough to get up. And then we'll actually go from that to the interior here of the truck. So you guys can see here with the trim on that portion, and then down below you're going to actually rest your arm. It does have the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is definitely a huge positive. And then you guys can see here with the seats, so they do a seat swap. So this is the seats that are specific for the RMT. So you got the leather here, the perforated leather in the center of the seats, which look fantastic and definitely feel really nice. And they actually remind me of Ford's leather, interestingly enough. You guys can see here, we've got a bunch of charging ports, cup holders, all that normal practical stuff. But yeah, that is everything there for the back area. And then popping here to the front, door panel and everything is unchanged. And notice just like look at the trim here, because this is from the factory. And just look how closely that matches to the seats. It fits very well. And, ooh, this is definitely nice from a padding perspective. Got the RMT logo at the top, and again, like I said, leather swap here with the whole interior. You've got the seat adjustments right there. Pedals just down below. We've got the pedal adjustment right here with the parking brake, light controls with the mirror lights, and then you guys can see here for like the outlet, and then also with the tailgate drop down. Steering wheel is manually adjustable, and there's a look. Now these side steps help out quite a bit with getting in. Close that up, start her up. Love that V8 rumble. Now in terms of other options to, I guess, kind of focus on with this particular truck. First off, really nice leather steering wheel, which matches everything else, including the seats, the door panel, all that kind of stuff. You can see from a gauge cluster perspective, you got the half analog, half digital, and we do have the RMT gauges here, so they kind of customize that setup. Still have all the drive modes that come with the F-150, so the normal, tow haul, eco, sport, and then you guys can see here on the other side, slippery, deep snow, sand, mud ruts, and then rock crawl for the different drive modes with that whole setup. So that is unchanged, and you guys can see all the controls up here. It's kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but anyways, auto stop start, camera system, hazard lights, hill descent control, stability control, and then this truck's been fitted with the 12-inch display, so you can see here with the camera, it's massive, resolution's great. You can see the zoom function as well with that. But yeah, that's part of this package, right? Get the 12-inch display, really good response time. You have like the split screen function there off to the side. Pro trailer assist, trailer brake controls, and then you guys can see the driveline select here. So we have our two-wheel high, four-wheel high, or sorry, two-wheel high, four-wheel high, four-wheel low, and then we've got our locker. That's why they do the off-road packages. So this has a locker, so it makes it a little bit more capable from an off-road perspective. Dual zone climate controls, heated seats for the front passengers, and then tons of storage space here with the center console, fold down shifter, and then you guys can see here with the center console, it's just the regular console, and then we got the dual glove box. And again, a lot of these stock elements perfectly match with this package. And then you can see you got sunglass holder, and then full panoramic sunroof, and then also power sliding rear window. But yeah, this is, you know, just like a loaded XLT is what they build this off of from a package perspective. So you guys can see here the sticker for the RMT package. So you guys can see the base price of the truck, and then what the RMT off-road package adds in terms of pricing onto it. And then you guys can read through everything that this has. So just freeze the frame if you're gonna read every single option that this has. And then it does come with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. So that covers all the components, which is great. Total price, $76,417. And wait for it, wait a little bit longer. Let's take it out and see how it drives. So let's talk about visibility before we set off. There's visibility of the hood, both the mirrors which do have blind spot, and then the rest of the rear, and well, let's set off. So we are starting off here in the RMT. We're starting in the parking lot, so you guys can kind of see maneuverability with this. And also, they have some cool Broncos here. Now, I'm not saying that they are for sale, but they have some cool Broncos here, like that one that obviously is someone's personal Bronco, has 37s on it, and it's like it's a monster. It looks cool. That's all I gotta say. And also, look, there we go. We got a Raptor. We got a Gen 3. Anyways, setting off here initially, the first thing I want to mention is it's not too cumbersome to drive around the parking lot, right? It is a larger sized vehicle, but it's not too bad. If you're used to driving something like a Raptor, for example, this isn't going to feel horrible, right? You are taller, you are higher off the ground, but it's not difficult to manage or anything like that. So that's definitely a big positive. Sounds great. Love the sound from that V8. And I reset the fuel economy. We're obviously not going to get like super accurate because we're barely going to drive this, but I mean, I figured I'd just humor you guys with pulling the fuel economy up. Ride quality is really good. I'm curious to see what they have the tire pressure set at. So actually, we're going to go from there to truck info and tire pressure. So they've got the tires set right where they should be. which helps out quite a bit. Sometimes some dealers will put too much pressure on the tires, but anyways, 5 liter just sounds so good. Such a good sounding powertrain. Definitely a huge positive with the truck. Yeah, it rides so smooth. Little bumps and everything. Really compliant. So they've done a good job with smoothing everything out with this package. Oh man, you just can't beat that sound. I know the EcoBoost is quicker, but that sounds so cool. You just get this deep rumble. Like, this has to be the best sounding V8 from the factory. Like, I know people will talk about Ram's Hemi and everything, but like the 5 liter, it just has this sound that you know, the Chevy 6.2 and Ram's 5.7 just don't have. So I guess yeah, we'll sum things up quickly with this RMT Off-Road. Like I said, exterior wise, I think it's a great looking vehicle. You know, the lift and everything, it has an amazing stance, tons of road presence. And you know, if you're just buying the truck to have road presence, right, this has more presence than a Raptor. It's larger, it's more in your face. So yeah, again, if you're looking for that, and you guys can see we like this. Here's this. Okay, this is a Gen 3 with, I believe, those look like 35. Still, it's a Gen 3, and we're just like towering over them, right? So yeah, I don't know. I would just kind of take that into account. Interior wise, right, with the leather swap definitely brings up the interior quite a bit. And then having the peace of mind with the warranty, because, you know, I've seen people, they'll comment sometimes on these packages, they'll be like, but you know, I could do that for cheaper at some, you know, hometown shop. But here's the deal. This is compliant with all the federal regulations, and it has a warranty, right? If you get this done by yourself, you're not going to necessarily be compliant, and you're also not going to have a warranty. So that's kind of, you know, there is a little bit of a price premium on it, but you're getting that peace of mind that, you know, you're not going to get pulled over and be told that your truck's illegal. And if something breaks, right, you've got that 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. But anyways, that's the RMT. Now let's get some things up for our video on this 2021 Ford F-150 RMT Off-Road. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see all of you in that next video.